That is forbidden, she whispered, her breath trembling as the wind dragged dust across the ranch yard. The rancher froze. His hand tightened around the reins, knuckles white, because he knew exactly what she meant. Her eyes were locked on the old barn, the one everyone avoided, the one his father had sworn would never be opened again. The sun burned low, casting long shadows that looked like graves stretching across the land. He remembered the night. Firelight, shouting, a promise made in blood. The town had buried the truth beneath silence, but silence never stayed buried. Her whisper cracked something inside him. He could hear his father's voice, rough and commanding. Some things cost more than land. She took a step closer, fear and courage warring on her face. They're asking questions, she said. The rancher swallowed. Questions were dangerous. Answers were deadly. He looked toward the road leading into town, already sensing the shift in the air. Secrets had weight, and tonight, the weight was pulling everything toward collapse. He rode into town at dusk, boots heavy, jaw set. The saloon fell quiet the moment he stepped inside. Every man there knew his name, his land, and the story they pretended not to remember. Glasses paused midair. Cards lay forgotten on the table. He felt their eyes on his back like gun barrels. The sheriff stood near the bar, fingers resting too casually near his holster. Heard some talk, the sheriff said, voice smooth but sharp underneath. The rancher didn't answer. He remembered burying something deeper than a body, burying a truth that would ruin families, names, futures. Outside, the church bell rang, slow and hollow. A warning. Or a countdown. A drunk laughed too loudly, breaking the tension, but it didn't hold. The rancher leaned in close to the sheriff. Some doors don't stay shut, he said quietly. And when they open, this town burns. The sheriff's eyes flickered. He knew it too. Fear passed between them like a shared sin. Night wrapped the ranch in darkness as the rancher unlocked the barn for the first time in 20 years. The door creaked open, screaming against the silence. Dust swirled like ghosts, thick and choking. Inside, the truth waited. Letters. Ledgers. A rope still hanging from the beam. His hands shook as he reached for the box buried under loose planks. Each paper told a story the town had rewritten. Stolen land, false charges, a man hanged to protect powerful names. Her father's name. He heard her whisper again in his mind, softer now, broken. Footsteps sounded behind him. She stood in the doorway, lantern shaking. Tears streaked her face as she saw what he held. You knew, she said, not accusing, wounded. He nodded once. I was told to forget, he replied. But forgetting doesn't mean innocent. The lantern light revealed everything. Lies don't survive light. By morning, the town gathered. Voices rose. Accusations flew like bullets. The rancher stood beside her, the box open at his feet, the truth exposed to the sun. Faces drained of color. Old men looked away. The sheriff removed his badge slowly, as if it weighed 100 pounds. The rancher felt something loosen in his chest, fear giving way to consequence. Buildings, reputations, alliances cracked under the truth. Some would leave. Some would hang. Some would beg forgiveness too late. She turned to him, eyes steady now. It was forbidden, she said, because it ends everything. He nodded. Or begins it. The wind swept through town, carrying dust and change. The silence that once protected them was gone, replaced by something louder, heavier, and real. And for the first time, the rancher didn't look away.